Hey collective, welcome to my channel, Divine Truth Oracle. And I had to come on here this morning, it's 3:08, and give you guys a message that for some of you, Spirit says your childhood trauma that has been holding you back, the childhood trauma that has been keeping you from being happy, fulfilled in your relationships, it's been keeping your money and your abundance stagnant, has nothing to do with abuse, neglect, abandonment, or anything like that. Some of you had narcissistic mothers and or fathers, or whoever your male or female caretakers were, because I know for me, it was my mom. But I always felt from the age of 9 years old on a pressure and under pressure to be perfect, having to be perfect. There could be nothing out of place. There could be nothing that was lacking. And without knowing it, you develop this sense of nothing is ever good enough. And if you meet karmic individuals, they poke at those childhood woundings and trauma in a reverse psychological type of way. If it's a karmic lover, they'll tell you, you think you're perfect, don't you? And without knowing it, this is it's actually like pulling the scabs off of an old wound and poking you in it with something sharp. But if you don't realize that that is the trauma, then you won't realize that that is the trauma. And it will keep you stagnant. It will keep you in a place of lack. It will keep you in a place of confusion. It will keep you in your head procrastinating. And people will begin to think that perhaps you're lazy, or perhaps that you have no drive or no motivation, or you'll hear people say, oh, he or she has no movement. That's a lie. That is a wound that has to be healed. And Spirit is wanting you to know that look up the definition of the angel numbers 222 and 444. You need to know that you're on the right path. You're being divinely guided. And though it's cold and it's wintertime, if you can, you need to get out into nature and get yourself grounded so that you can get out of your head and stop overthinking. Spirit is saying that at this time, you don't need to worry about what other people are doing or what they're thinking about you. Right now, you need to ground yourself. Right now, and I hear a train in the distance, you need to train your mind or retrain your mind to get on the right track. You need to know that At this time, you need to take care of your health. For some of you, Spirit is saying, guard your heart. For some of you, He's saying, Spirit is saying that you need to take care of your heart health. Drink less or indulge less. Smoke less. Walk. Drink plenty of water at this time. There are many trickster spirits that are lurking. But you got this, and you know your intuition is telling you. But you just couldn't figure out, what is this wounding? We think of wounding as maybe it's molestation, neglect. I don't have any of those to recall. That's not the only type of trauma. Being the child of a narcissistic parent, baby, it's trauma. It is trauma. My mother was very narcissistic. I wasn't allowed to make mistakes when I was young. As the oldest of 3 children, I had to babysit my 2 brothers while my mom and my grandparents were at work. I was 8 years old. And my brother that was next to me at the time, he was 4. And then our baby brother was 2. That's a lot of responsibility for a young person at such a young age to be faced with having to endure. But I had to get up and put this message out because this is the answer that someone has been looking for but did not realize. This is not an entity. This is not a person, so to speak. This is a mental entrapment that someone has put you in from a young age. It could have been a teacher. Could have. You take it as it resonates. And if this is not your story, and trust me, this is not everybody's story. This story is specific. It is not everyone's story. It is not. It won't resonate with everybody because this is a different type of wounding. But it is a very real wounding. And it is one that until you discover what it is and you address it and you begin to try to heal from it, just like the train in the distance, you'll be running yourself relentlessly around the same track in the same circle, going nowhere. But I love you guys. And I'll be back with another one. And until then, you guys take care of yourself. You can contact me if you need personal readings or want a personal reading. My information is in the description box. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Thank you.